Are you saying that advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, interesting. Okay, okay, let's just fucking go.
We're only getting started.
Tig is what my little brother used to call me,
Good evening.
and TV is television. So from what I gather, this is...
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
He's not who I would cast. So, here's the thing. The broadcast environment in the UK is garbo. Obviously, we have the BBC, which for the most part is pretty good. Jesus. I hope that's not that loud in the fucking mix. Jeremy Donaldson is the country's most popular and trusted news anchor. For new. So yeah, I think this is about... That's bigger than I thought. Oh shit, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Hello.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. David,
This is...
listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so
There we go.
you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast.
Did they
room,
deliberately
so if
make
you're not
this
doing it already, look forwards towards
Five
the big
Nights-ish?
screens.
Sure thing.
Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds
I've
behind
done
the
this.
master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio.
This is fun.
And you
So
can
I've run
choose
a couple
between them
of
using the numbered buttons on
live
the
streams,
vision mixer
which were similar to this. They weren't as advanced.
I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now,
I'm choosing
have a
to
look
believe
your left.
that the fact I am a
These
journalist...
plugs control everything
Oh,
in the
shit.
studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Let's
You
go,
can see
baby.
on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain.
So...
Right, okay, they're over.
Oh,
So
nice countdown.
now to the
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
That one's too obvious. That one's too
Right,
obvious.
the tapes are loaded and we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great. Any second now, you should be getting a signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's election night, so all eyes are on this room.
I'm enjoying this.
Don't wanna get fired.
This is like... I was saying to my girlfriend, I love cooking
Select screen one with the vision
because you don't have
mixer.
time to think about anything.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
Wow.
Simply makes me go out and posture.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day, you offer me prawns every day.
This guy would never be an anchor.
Everybody, it's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you...
You're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be to throw the news titles on screen too.
He looks like he's woken up in a hedge.
I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys honest Andy's totally independent. and
So wait,
corners the
I have
fan
2
line.
minutes now.
Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate.
That can't be right.
Footballer Johnny Hamsleaves wins.
Sensor there, feeds, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That's the same as these.
Megan will be chatting with
What?
movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course,
Call Frank in
we'll be
maintenance.
going
I should do that
live
right now.
to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their
I cannot.
historic
Right. Button
That's
two
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2, 1.
Nightly News.
Lovely, mate.
Piece of piss. How is he doing?
With button 1, when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Sure thing. This is a piece of piss. I don't know why there was an MA in broadcast journalism at my uni when this is a piece of piss. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to
The
do.
votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country.
This is a nice, really nice idea for a game, though.
Change. But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded.
I have a question about this. They've obviously gone out of the way to make sure it's not
yet to appear publicly.
too relevant to regular politics. It's just
All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired.
we'll all get fired.
Top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0,
Sure.
press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
He smashed it. He smashed it.
I need you to fill after the ads.
All right, so
Wanker Snatch is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
there's no time to talk. There's no time to talk. Here's what I'm learning.
Policy we use with
We're in the
I thought
80s.
that was our little secret. It's all right. He doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burden.
These actors are having fun. That's what I like to see. So they're obviously going out of the way not to be like,
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break.
oh, this is relevant to any real political parties. Fuck the Tories. Get the Tories out.
This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb.
I really can't.
Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2,
I'm up in the top right.
don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try
Who's this lady in the red dress? Is she the... Oh, they're both co-hosts.
for a bit just to keep it
Oh, no.
interesting.
She's, like,
3,
production
don't
manager.
stay on
She's on
reaction
cam.
shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
I want to do... I don't know if anybody...
Thank you so much.
I watched Blunt Talk, and there was a great reaction shot in that where he said, mild shock of himself.
3.
Here we go, baby.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything.
You leave it on her for just a little bit.
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
Today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch.
You do it halfway through the name. I've done this before. Oh, he's a freak. Oh, sex freak.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
It's a bit prescriptive.
Which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said,
I should have gone to him.
The Rat. That's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap. He really is.
That's 3. Oh, shit. Wrong one.
Look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
All right, this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Quite a dick.
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge?
I'm going to go across to the wide.
Exactly how you implying?
See, there's a little bit of a... Haha. Oh, what about the jib jab, jib jab, jib jab, jib jab.
Starring role when I played
He's looking directly down the lens. That's pretty good.
Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one
Soldiers fight for love.
Passes all others.
I love.
A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
So
Now-
sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards. Although
This is very sort of like the one show type deal.
With all the others, I'm sure.
Haha.
Who's talking?
I'm not doing it for the awards.
fuck
What
off.
is it then that drives you?
that is a beautiful question, Megan. And
It's
not
too
even
stilted if you do it that way. It's not natural enough. It's not a flowing conversation.
cut me, and I will bleed, and often that's how it feels. doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding.
Giving. Suffering. Twat.
For one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. I do it for the little people.
Right.
But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change.
I don't know if you've ever seen La La Land.
What do you make
There's a
of this
bit in that
historic election result?
where Emma Stone looks directly down the lens and goes like, we do it because they need us, the audience. And it's just fucking disgusting that's what the Hollywood industry thinks of themselves. Oh, wrong one. What? Bollocks. Bollocks.
Not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
No, bleeped it.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Go on it.
Swap the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but
I wonder if I get to watch this back.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Fucking smashed it. Fucking smashed it.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Rushes room together once the broadcast's over.
I don't understand it.
I wonder if you can really throw, because obviously she's like not having a great time. I wonder if you can throw back to this. Presumably you can. That would be news in and of itself.
I don't know that.
But yeah, it sounds like in the Rushes we'll be able to hear some of this stuff.
The audience mustn't think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
You know what this reminds me of a lot is an escape room.
All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, do you remember?
Like,
But when I listened to you,
Dr. Hemlock.
you told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
the kind of over-the-top intro videos at the start of escape rooms. Like, it's about to be like, you got 60 minutes to find the key and escape.
The virus.
I can switch between these two, so that would be how I would exercise my editorial rights and actually get some backstage stuff on the air. That's what they're going to do with it, obviously.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
I wonder if Crazy Neil is like...
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words.
Please do.
You'll probably notice the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen.
Here.
When someone says a
7 grade A+, baby.
button lights up like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button.
So yeah, part Five Nights at Freddy's.
For as long as the swear word lasts.
Sure.
It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you got to do
That's what we
is hold
call
it down while the red
a
bit is over the
waveform.
red line.
And I say that as somebody who has no fucking idea
You'll have to take your eye off the screen.
how
That's
well
why real professionals
my
by ear.
I sound at the moment, because I'm trying a new audio setup again.
A little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting
Oh no, that's that. Okay.
good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up,
Count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time your
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed.
You know what this reminds me of, in addition to escape rooms and Five Nights and all this kind of stuff,
You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
is
5, 4, 3.
Jackbox. Just into the 10.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters.
Do your fucking
where our
tie.
two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia
Do your
Saunders,
fucking tie
are
up.
about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming.
I see that they
Well,
couldn't
where do I
afford
start?
podiums that would,
What
you know,
a day.
be affixed to the ground.
Said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They use every dirty, low-down, lying,
Well, oh, shit.
trick
That's
they
right.
had against us. But you, the people,
totally
you
missed
saw
that.
right
Hey, get
through
fucked.
their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've
only
had a
got a
couple
bit
of
of a word.
celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
There we go. Smashed it.
Down a bit
But to be
long there,
honest,
mate.
who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign,
All right,
you
I'm on
heard
it,
us
I'm on
say
it.
that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of
Good
a new
sniff.
future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's
All right, so
over. They
Advance
shouldn't be
are
celebrating.
your
They should be
socialists.
putting their shitting pants on and opening their
Meh.
checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the
I should have bleeped that. It said
we
ass.
produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth. In
Oh, they're going too broad with their. They're going too broad with the satire here.
Lots of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more
I'm
hiding
gonna
wealth
look
from
else.
shore,
I'm
no
gonna
more
look at
trust
these
funds
developers
or
in
creative
depth
accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of
because
tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports.
I reckon at least half of the makers of this, and certainly all the actors,
Before the election,
have been bankrolled by their big Tory parents.
you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance
See, that's a
has
good
defended
line.
this country from a
That's a good
nation of
line.
warring individuals
You're gonna pay back. That is a seriously good line.
properly fund health and education, to raise the
It's
living
it's a
standards
a
of
shame
all.
that I think that they're gonna do these guys down.
Billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours.
Here we go.
Absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay
Oh,
their
shit,
victims
too long.
to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children
Why don't you
raise.
so they've got
Go
time to get even fucking
fuck
richer.
yourself?
Advance have this to say to you.
You're only meant to
ends
censor the
today.
swear word.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyard.
It ends today.
We have
We will put the wealth of this country
at
back
the
where it should
company where I
always
work,
be,
we have
in the
a
hands
team of
the
like
people
6
who
to do this.
created it.
Presumably there's somebody
Ends.
purely for the swear word.
Speaker,
Yes.
mate.
It ends today.
I'm on the speaker.
And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and
Ah, shit.
gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't
Is that a swear
argue
word?
with that. Thank you for your time.
I don't think that's necessarily a swear word. I think, well, it is obviously.
Interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance, and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully, we got that bleeped out.
Should
for you in
apologise for
time.
your haircut.
If not, someone.
That's coming from a bald man.
So, as the country braces itself for new government,
You need a multicam setup. Why don't I have more cameras on him?
News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring politics
Sick.
then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky.
Or something.
I'll see you tomorrow
If this
night.
guy was
Not
blonde,
going for a drink?
he would just be Boris Johnson. There he is, trying to have an affair. Yes! Smashed it.
Program's finished. You'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade.
Alright, that was fucking brilliant.
Grades
Alright,
mean
that was fucking
bonuses,
brilliant.
and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
No, I smashed it.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall.
Am I happy with broke ass poor?
Financial state of our main advertisers, but you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake. So why would you care?
I have a question about this. As are cleaner as a broadcast poor, as they're putting it, should I not inherently be on the side of Advance, even though one of them is a big drunk?
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world.
Oh, perfect.
Tells you what the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks. Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections.
Broadcasts, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcasts. Let's start with broadcasts.
Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to
This is... I really, really like that it keeps track of how well I did. Can I change the channel?
At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East.
This is a lazy gag.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape
I
of
did
the
this
World.
gag. I did this gag when I was doing Corona Quiz, and I did it. I did it better.
And its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871, not one to miss. At 9 p.m., sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be grilling his guests in...
It's obvious, but is that fine for this? It's supposed to be quite broad. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now,
When was this?
it's time to join Jeremy
Okay,
Donaldson
this must be.
for the
This is set
National
in the
Nightly
deep, deep past, right?
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts...
Nice effects. That's pretty good. Shut up, shut up. Go on. I want to see exactly how well I did here. Obviously, smash that. I'm not that interested. I want to talk about the rushes.
Click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes.
Right.
It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio.
Fucking right.
Podcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Jesus, it's fucking loud. So it was after this, wasn't it, that there was some drama? This is good fun. I like this.
Cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead.
I thought it was a dog.
I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agree to do one.
We've been looking after
interview a day. I mean,
a little puppy.
clear when we started.
I started guys talking
Check
shite.
my contract.
He's talking shit. He's talking shit.
Oh, piss off.
He's a nice guy.
You're on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break.
I appreciate the amount of
Quiet
effort
in
that's
the
gone into the
studio.
sets.
Thank you so much.
And I understand that not everyone can be
10 seconds, everybody.
Ben Kingsley.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later
Bye.
we'll be hearing from Shock Alexa.
Bye. I smashed all this. Why doesn't it show a
Sir, at the Rat. That's scientist.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
That one should always strive.
Yeah, he's useless. He's useless. I get that.
Dr. Lance Hemlock is
It's very
We're
good.
out.
Rob, get the car. We're out of here.
Mr. Blundercatch. Mr.
No.
Blunder-
I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation? I don't understand it. Running.
Mr. Blunderclatch, I understand you're upset, but we can.
I don't understand. Rob!
So what's his
At the end
deal,
of
huh?
your shift, send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my
A
contract.
whole ham. Was this written in the Americas of states? In the US of
I'm
states?
sorry, I just had to. I had to. Go on then.
Megan's great.
What?
I like Megan.
Told you so.
I told you so.
hair look nice.
Oh, that's nice.
See, this is why you're single.
Did it for you, baby.
Okay. Well, we've all learned a valuable lesson here. Day 3, an unexpected form. You arrive home to find post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. This is kind of similar to Nova News that I did. Curiosity gets the better of you and you open it. Sure. It's a form for the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. Uh-oh. Your name. Oh, check this shit out. Unisex names. Alex Winston, Sam Winston, Charles Winston, and Susan Winston. I would never fucking name my child Charles. Get the fuck out of here. They appear to be mandatory. Interesting. Is this going to have an impact on the game, or is this to say that Advance are, well, A, incredibly efficient if they can get this out this quickly? Upon starting a new job, you would. What? That is the correct answer. Not a file of minor importance has gone missing. What is this shit? Are they... I'm leaving on time. Absolutely fuck off. It's the annual company barbecue, and your family have been invited. You go for your free, but wouldn't mind missing it. It depends on the company. Like, I like my co-workers. Oh, there's a talent contest. Okay, well, fuck that. So I'll go for free, but I wouldn't mind missing it. In your suits, you... It's this guy. I mean, that's real. Dun 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 dun. That one. Oh, fuck. It's that one. Of course it is, but these aren't even on the same fucking scale. Right. Interesting. Not... It's late. Some of the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favourite coffee cup, a walnut souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face so makes you smile. Chris, Sam's sibling. What is this? Get fucked. This is the correct one. Did Tories make this game? Oh, the fucking socialists are gonna fucking steal your freedoms. In fact, they wouldn't sound like that, would they? Because that's a northern accent, and that's a... Northerners are good Labour people. Alright, get rid. Goes downstairs, they're leaving the country and they need my passport to do it. I'm not gonna lie to my spouse, to my esposa, or my esposo. Right, bye. Now, bear in mind that the Tories are bad. And that's the law, that they are bad. Hello, hello. Oh, that's right. You have to answer phones. I'm gonna go quickly to the bathroom. Right. Desktop audio back. Perfect. Let's go, baby. Ooh.
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests.
There is a nice...
Let's get the power on.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. I see.
You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Correct. Done. There we go.
Right, let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Well, I don't know what Mr. Snugglehugs is. This one seems like a safe first one. Alan James is coming soon to a medium-sized all new. Remington Svist. Must have toy for your child this Christmas. I'm going to put that in last. And... oh, that seems fine, actually. I thought Crazy Neil was going to be a conspiracy theorist.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again.
Sure.
And the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here,
Right.
or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple.
Oh, I thought we were doing a multicam thing.
Count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Now you're in auto headline mode, so if you don't bother to pick a photo before that clock runs out,
Oh, perfect. Wow. That is what I've always wanted, is a machine to do my job for me.
pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to
Excellent.
and that's going to affect their lives. So
Good. Let's get these stories out.
carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate.
I love how they were like... I love how they were like, right, we need to provide a balanced view of this. So what if we made the socialists, but they were bad? And what if the Tories were good? Therefore, we can't be possibly talking about any real-world political parties.
Going in 5, 4.
Right, let's go.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
I just
On
wouldn't.
main headlines tonight. Destination
He should
unknown.
sidepart
At the end
his
of
hair.
Advance's first full week in office,
This is not
we
normal.
ask exactly who's leading this charge.
Huh?
Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new
I
future.
can't switch back.
Out with the old. Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young child.
Okay, well, I don't know enough about this. This is why this game is a little bit bullshit, because there is no way I can possibly know what she is about.
She was top of her class at university.
That's all the information I had
and
there.
graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded
But
favorably to Sophia's appointment.
let's give her the benefit of the doubt, shall we?
In
For no.
this afternoon,
Nobody is above having a shit photo of them having a bacon sandwich.
all the rage this Christmas.
That's
but
pathetic,
concerns
that,
have been
wasn't it?
raised about the product safety.
What?
Making a splash. Intrepid
Making a
scientists
splash.
Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint.
What a beautiful name.
Was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing.
They kept saying that this guy is trustworthy. He's untrustworthy purely for the amount of shirt cuff that is emerging from his jacket.
Their team might face. The pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have."
Look,
Playing the field. Rumors abound.
that looks like a drunk.
Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving
Huh?
Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs.
I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt. I know that our... Oh,
Sports personality
actually, I've just noticed that our listeners
as
or our watchers are going up.
Johnny is seen here
You know
with
what?
socialite and performance artiste
I'm going to say right now, we're not going for
whose recent
sensationalist
film, Snatched Inside,
stuff here.
Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye.
Oh.
Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers?
Oh, I see. It's not subtle.
And Griever's bodily charm. With advanced
That's a fucking
publishing
great
of a
headline.
new position on crime,
What?
how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With
This
more
is
and more
better
power
because obviously
passed to
ACAB.
police and less oversight. Are we using an advanced shaped sledgehammer?
This is fucked. So, Advance are like socialists, but they're also authoritarian.
They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Smashed it.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Oh, Alan James, no doubt you've read my stuff.
I try not to, if I'm honest.
Behave.
You're not the boss of me.
Oh my god! Shit, it's supposed to be the titles. Fuck. I really fucked that one up.
In the wake of the
I think that
government's swift enactment of the Assets and
you're
Wealth
supposed to be
Act, we're
like...
talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds.
People like a
Joining
couple of
me,
fuck-ups.
Katie
Look, his
Boyd,
hair's completely
a leading
different.
Economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what is the wealth?
We're still vassal slaves.
He sounds like a fucking Star Wars Muppet.
Dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that advanced...
She doesn't know. I'm afraid I don't know, she said.
Unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book, Alan James.
But boo! Boo! You would never be allowed to plug this.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we
Oh, do you see that fucking...
we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of...
That's a reaction shot. That's a reaction shot.
Use the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book.
Get away, get away, get away.
Shamelessly self-promoting.
Excellent.
Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching
I'm fucking
carefully.
smashing this, by the way.
Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a
Okay, so this is the most incoherent political.
We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but
Whoever
you know full well that isn't going to happen
brainwashed
in
him.
democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Oh, look away.
Yes, advance are radical.
Oh, Jesus.
And change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population
Oh, no, I'm
wealthier
still on it.
and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people.
I smashed that, by the way.
Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
I'm seriously concerned that this
Grooming. The grooming
great
of an entire generation
that this
happily into a
game has been made by people who are massive Tories.
Facts. Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book,
Got away, got away, got away, got away, got away.
the arts. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief.
I see they
I
are.
want to see these changes, but only if they're
They're
sustainable.
trying to be
If
like
advance
South
use their
Park and
power
just
after
hitting out in
spending
every
half of our
direction.
GDP on dismantling infrastructure,
But they're doing it
that could be
stupid.
catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time.
Oh, do you fucking see that?
What does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively
I'm fucking
sodomized
smashing
into
this, by the way.
No, of
Oh,
course.
oh, 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 oh,
We
oh.
might be on the eve of a brave new world.
Really? You're allowed to say
Maybe we can
sodomized?
change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating Law and Order before Megan meets some benefits.
Who's she?
to the assets and
Who's
wealth.
Laura? Who's Law and Order?
Tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
That's fucking brilliant.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't.
Wait, what? Are we still live? How are we still live?
Like that.
I went across to this guy. Huh.
How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though.
A lot of people hate the fucking news. There was a study by the Reuters Institute for the Study of Journalism.
I'll do what I can, that's all.
It was like,
Good, you know she is.
I've said I put a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, every little jakey's going to the big bad
interesting. You can switch between these guys.
4, 3.
There we go.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines. to
His
meet
hair's
the
just
people who
all over
live
the
with
fucking
criminal
place.
Justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have
He looks like Renfield. Like he should play Renfield, this guy.
Close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Oh, they're trying to do day to day.
As you can imagine, Jeremy,
They're trying to do the day to day. I get it.
staffed in this country. We're working
Cunt.
every
He
hour
said
we can
cunt.
just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of
Oh.
the support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand. Jeremy.
Dun dun dun
There
dun.
simply isn't enough being done
Dun,
at
dun,
the systemic
dun.
level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving.
Wonderful.
Time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Okay, bye. This is That is a good gag. That is a good
This
gag.
isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice
Good
Department
save.
should be concerned
Excellent save.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
Oh!
We need legislation
My,
to relieve.
I'm gonna call that parry timing. My parry timing is fucking unbelievable.
Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us.
Let's linger on this for just a little bit.
Chief Constable Bob Peel. A man
Wait,
with a very
as in
different
Robert
perspective
Peel?
On our nation's crime. Do you think there's a
All gods are bastards.
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to
This,
be a citizen of this once
not to
great
keep
country.
comparing this to other
As
stuff.
the bishop noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned
Get
hanging.
fucked.
And to
Get
contribute this
fucked!
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a
Okay,
little help, please,
good,
dear?
good.
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help.
I like any of this.
Darling, I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gift.
Like,
And whose responsibility is it?
there is a very clear difference between kinks and racism.
Oh, hold on just a moment.
You know what this reminds me of? Is
Naughty boy. Mummy said
shit, who is it?
Mummy said get back in your gift.
It's a sci-fi author who is I otherwise quite like.
Moral decay.
Oh no, it's not. It's
Responsibility of the criminal. No one
is it
else.
Warren Ellis?
Everyone has a sob story, but we
Who
don't
is like
barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice
it,
comes home with an A-.
the only good sex and the only moral characters are those who have heteronormative sex.
Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us.
That's very clever.
Good boy.
Look, I spoke to Mallory at the Bridge Club.
To get to the heart of the matter, Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swan. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony.
I
Everybody
will.
else does.
Ooh, missed it.
Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Missed it.
Titwank Tony.
Wait,
Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but
I'm doing very well.
constant battle against institutionalization,
Hey.
as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this.
I'm coming around on this guy.
Time spent in
I'm coming around on this guy.
help to rehabilitate you in any way.
He seems unflappable.
I don't think it's as easy as that, Jeff.
Wait. Oh, because I got to a different feed.
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
That's me. Oh,
This one's, yeah?
Yep. One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news.
Smashed it.
Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh?
yeah, bollocks is the thing to censor for this.
Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, Seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, let's believe that.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony?
That is good.
Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Ooh, I'm smashing it.
It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer.
Oh,
Love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get
that's fun.
punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last
Rhythm
tip.
game.
When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
One. That's right, little one. You don't want to be head against the wall. Look, it's all right. I've got
There's Megan.
I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you. 10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going
Yep.
in 5, 4, 3.
2, 1, and we're live.
I'm Megan Wolf, and on
Ah,
tonight's Culture
that's a cool
Spot, I'll
name.
be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the
Nice.
Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze.
Can I
in the
just say-
cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off.
I am
due
the
to budget cuts.
best possible person
I directed a pantomime
about like
when I was at
changing between
university,
cameras.
So I knew the ropes, as it were.
Reaction shot, reaction shot.
Teacher, aren't you?
Yes,
Fucking
that's
wonderful.
me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
I'm out.
Really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle believed
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. Angela and I.
It doesn't. I don't care. You came up with that idea first.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
and teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like
that's
a
excellent.
metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right.
What is this?
I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it.
Is this fine? I don't know if this is fine. It doesn't seem fine. Yeah, make him look like a
When
pervert.
did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his
I
bin
have
and
a
brought
lot
it
of
to me.
questions.
How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then,
I thought this was at first glance I thought this was Angelos Epithemios.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very.
Wait.
But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear diary,
I
I'm
did
not
it the
sure
wrong
I
way
can
around.
take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears.
Oh shit, I should have gone
Another
3.
day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
My
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist! Gary the Fist!
was that a thumb over the
Going
screen?
somewhere, little first year? Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father? Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today.
Maths is for
Why
losers, to
am
be
I
fair.
truly happy when I'm eating.
Not today, Gary the Fist.
I'm.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand
The
up
Welsh
to me?
language is very funny.
I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That is that's legs akimbo type stuff. That's fuck, what's it called? Beep.
Netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
But I don't know. I don't know if you just saw it like I did an Avengers type cut. Legs akimbo is The Good Gentleman, and it's fucking brilliant.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be
What's this guy? What does that mean? Why can I not change camera? I only have one left?
So stop now, make a different choice.
Interesting.
Hey, listen up. I won't
Perfect.
take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew laps. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but
I have no idea what side of any debate this is coming down on.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum, and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready!
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go!
Don't make me ask you again.
hitting women is wrong.
What is this?
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council
Is this Brass Eye?
pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
Right, I'm seriously looking this up, and if this is made by Tories, I'm kicking off.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
That was wonderful. Right. part's funny. I think in part because it's
Well,
like
thankfully, that's all we have time for tonight
Nice.
on the National Nightly News.
I think in part because it's
Join
taking the
us
piss out of these
tomorrow
people,
night
but
for all the headlines from across the country.
it's also
My
leaning
name's
heavily
Jeremy
into the
Dawson.
like.
Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe.
Oh, I didn't swear.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Am I on the? Tell you what, because I think I did that really, really well. Somewhat. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back. All right.
Take a look at what's in store tonight on Channel 1. Kicking off our evening.
Blah 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 blah.
Moments from Peter Clement's Just the Job, reminding us.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office.
Whatever. Okay, let's check this out because I did well. We don't even need to see this because I definitely did the right. I understand that maybe fucking Advances in collaboration with the big tech companies. That's bad too. We're satirizing everybody, even though you can't really satirize everybody and have it actually mean anything. Ram slaves is a good name. That's fine. That's fine. Remember, that was the better picture. And I put that one right up right. Okay, so let's see this.
And performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's.
I literally did not pay any attention to that. Interesting. So I cut to that too soon.
Fire too much? It's like
Thanks for coming on.
Bonfires.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I fucked that one up.
Alan James, no doubt you've read my stuff.
I try not to, if I'm honest. Behave. You're not the boss of me.
It's funny. It's funny. The cuts are funny.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act,
That was
we're
great.
talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me is Katie Brightman, a leading economist.
All right, I'm into it.
Author of
Okay.
Alan James's
Here's the thing. I
book,
don't really
The
give a
Man's
shit
Guide
about
to
this.
Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the.
I totally get that they had no budget, but look, the shadows appearing on the back wall is ridiculous.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
Let's take a look at these cuts because
I think that Advance have
I thought they were
realised the
brilliant.
current economic system of
At least to begin
unlimited,
with.
unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
You'd pull that wire down.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book.
Grand plan, Alan. He sounds like fucking
We're to become
Smeagol.
the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Is he talking about Unheard? Is he talking about Guido
We will
Fawkes?
destroy ourselves
They're
and
like
this planet in a mad
targetless
orgy of
satire.
consumption. if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right
Totally
word.
blunts.
Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is
I think I cut away.
shamelessly
Yeah.
self-promoting.
Nice one for us.
Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right.
That was-
War is inevitable.
Jesus.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this
I-
will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons.
Did I
that
do
level
this?
entire
Because this is
cities.
fucking
We're
brilliant
talking
cutting.
Orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy.
Did I do
But
this?
when
This is
murder
fucking
appearance,
brilliant
poison your
orifices.
food, and take
Orifice.
you away to their camps for hypno
Editing.
brainwashing. We'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, advance.
Okay, so I guess what they-
change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has
Rather than
made
having
more
to
than
record,
90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce.
That's
a
interesting. Rather than having to record.
Bollocks! What this
Oh.
young lady doesn't understand,
Wait, what?
Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation.
Okay,
to
so
walk
I think what they've done
happily
is they've
into eternal
set
bondage.
flags
They're like
so that I
psychic
know
paedophiles.
But based
when-
on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
rather than having to like
Wealth Act
record
is only
everything
the
I
first
did
step.
exactly as it
Advance
happened.
now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts
Yeah,
into
no, this
scientific
ain't right. This
research
isn't
and
exactly
AI.
what I did.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates.
Because I did cut away there.
Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue.
There's no way. There's no way I
Coming
did
from
it this
the water,
neatly.
They're chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want
Yeah,
to see
no,
these
no
changes,
way.
but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
Wait, so
All
is
right, we're
Advance?
running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course.
Bear in mind.
Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new.
Oh. Were there rushes? I understand that they've gone like. That's bullshit. What's this? As an idea, this is fucking brilliant.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said I put a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. It's Whittle J.
Oh wait, yeah, this guy.
Solutions
All right,
team.
never mind. Da, 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 do. Ba, ba, do, 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 do. So these are clearly screen grabs. Screen grabs here. Remember that company share prices are affected by your advert choices. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean horrifying. Interesting. You get to the theatre slightly early and someone's already there. You smile widely. Look at the fucking assets they put into these, like... I understand it's like Unreal. At least they're probably like generic assets, but still. The couple in front of you are talking about the relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. It sounds awful. Yeah, that's terrible. Charlie will be back soon. I see. A call beyond. Mi esposa. The tinny woman goes on. He isn't in school. Okay. He ain't around. Oh! It's actually the next day and we're just... What the fuck? What? I didn't do shit. Oh, I'm just leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Hey, Chris is my name. Was that... That's not my son's name originally, is it? You can't help but crack a smile. You're sitting there... Oh my god! Even though Chris, which is me... What has happened? Right. Right. What? You're fucked. This is an interesting one. I'm also very unsure about whether my family has vanished. I don't fucking care. I'm back, baby. Why are there so many characters' names? We were Alex Sam, not Chris, because that's my name, so I remembered. You try. Charlie is Advanced Go Guesses. Uh-oh, fuck. Listen, I understand that. This is great. Like, I like that they've integrated the ads into everything. That's really, really good. The guy's nut job. Sick. There's a papers, please aspect to this too. This is not what I expected from a guy who was having a pint at the dispatch box. Good fucking game, though. I want it to be like the characters... The Tempest, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, how Tory is this game? Oh, that's right.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather was nasty.
So, it's like a weird world where the Tories are socialists.
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his
No. Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody.
Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5.
That's very good.
4, 3.
We're live, baby. Let's go.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main story
Oh, wait.
tonight.
Uncooperative, A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record...
Excuse me, I just fucking... I got these guys up to like 75% viewing figures. And now we're just back down to normal.
Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem
Right,
while
the
they wait for
other-
rescue from above ground.
The other image appeared to have a Thunderbird's vehicle on it.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, they've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too. And while it's
This is the Tory game. This is a Tory game for Tory people.
how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Yeah, fuck them.
For 2, Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple
There ain't no way I'm doing that fucking PR for them.
And this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Have the rumour mill churning. I think it's safe to say that they're not looking at his school report.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards.
I like that they've given the actors the direction to just like clearly open your mouth as though you're like Mr. Ed having peanut butter smeared across your gums. So I know you're gonna talk.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men
Good
can
if
finally
possible.
take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have
I don't want.
expressed
Yeah,
concerns
no.
over
Good if
its
possible.
safety and side effects.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later,
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
you won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh, Grim. Why have they done this? This is grim. This is like not even Northeast Anglia. I like any of this. Where are we coming back to? Someone needs to tell me.
First tonight,
No.
after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs,
What?
we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy.
Fucking
We should
ban
never have advertised Mr.
on.
Snugglehugs. That our publicity...
Oh, it's the rain. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Might have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over
What?
to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs.
This is
Tadlock
like the
and their 7-year-old
fucking.
son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
God, what's that called? Not Bawley Rectory. It was a.
Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right.
It was a supposed haunting
As you can see,
in Manchester.
Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going.
Oh, is this going to be like Mr. Pipes?
Can you see me?
Hmm.
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now. It upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I
It's-
wasn't the
There was,
youngest
I
ever
think,
editor
the
of Suspense
second,
Editor's Inquirer
not
for no
Insidious, the second Conjuring movie was based around it.
Can you tell us
Not
what
the
happened
Bawley
to
Rectory.
You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already.
Grim.
He smelled like love.
Ah, yes.
That's
Scented with hoof.
gross.
I was so excited.
Bear in mind
I ran up to my room and gave
that
him a
I'm
big
also
hug.
doing
He was
my
so
Twitch.
nice and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy.
No, wrong one.
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best
Okay, so I'm
friend."
supposed to be stuck on this, right?
Sure
But there's
wish Miss
nothing.
Snuggle Hugs was here, and she can be for just $89.99. And then,
I already did that one.
it's the general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Look careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night...
When I took him in at night,
I know it's
I'm one of those Northern English women. Look, I'm wearing a rugby shirt. My husband's wearing a blazer over a shirt.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic.
Hey, wait, what the fuck happened here?
Nightmares.
All right, that's quite.
Why has that changed? Why has that changed?
With your camera, trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions.
Yeah, calm the foot down.
Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call normal?
Normal again.
And now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all three of his eyes.
Calm down, you're scared. Do you think your
That's
parents will
that's a
ever
good that's a
be
good gag.
angry
That's a
again?
good gag.
That's it. Enough. Come on, baby.
Mr. Tadlock.
Do Ghost Watch. Do Mr. Pipes.
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our...
Do Mr. Pipes.
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look
No,
at this
that's the
National
one.
Nightly News mug, you should see the mark
Mm,
just on
mm,
the bottom.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families.
Hey, get
When
fucked.
we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
I have many questions. Is that fucking Neil from the Young Ones?
Megan.
Did you see that guy? Is that Neil from the Young Ones?
Jeremy, women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
The no signal surely shouldn't have this chromatic aberration on it, right? That should be a fixed signal.
Well, that's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10
Nope.
seconds. Oh, I just felt
We're
a
going back
twig
to
and I
her.
can't fix this.
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5,
I don't like this guy. His voice is bullshit.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi hamster. And facing her tonight,
there we go.
Prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
I see that you had access to a village hall.
And, Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid.
See, this is what I thought was going to be the game, effectively.
Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves
What?
go,
Oh, I see. They're doing a...
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris.
What?
Back to Striker. For shots number 3.
Oh, I see. It's going in the bin. Okay, here we go.
Whoa!
Holy shit. Is that against TOS?
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Split ball. Move back.
Split ball.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremony.
We'd obviously demonstrate that. That's fine. Okay. Let's go to Alison Brie here.
Now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
Alison Brie looks like Alison Brie. That's fine.
Giving it large. Second round, Winter round 2 now.
We're all excited about that.
Some sort of streak on the pitch. Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts.
Oh,
Try and ignore
it was
security.
unexpected. I did not necessarily think that we were going to do that.
What?
What?
We're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker.
All right.
No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris.
Here we go.
And was that a fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that at the heats. What a brilliant move.
Absolute garbage. Garbage.
Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
What?
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket.
Oh, I see. They're doing a big train type thing.
Technical mastering display here. Absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris.
All right.
But he is a late bloomer, of course.
That is extremely, extremely...
4 rounds and 7 subjects. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fish.
On my whistle, on my whistle.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protest salute on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see.
Yeah, I got the guy out. It's fine. He's going across to 2. That's all right. We're looking at Alison Brie here.
And the bucket has been knocked over. I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Never to be seen again.
Good cough. That was very realistic.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd like to know what's
Fucking
going on with these two
McCoyle.
players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not bad.
Yeah, no shit.
Ball boys give me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. Am I right, ladies? Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to Striker.
What?
And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is
I see they're doing a
could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now.
I see that they're doing the like Mornington Crescent stuff.
Here we go.
She's Alison Bree's mad. Alison Bree's mad. Here we go.
That's all right.
That was actually a really nice cut from me.
Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact, caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little
Can I just say,
Ellie Striker.
nobody has ever
And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, it's sort of...
I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it. There we go.
They're sort of everywhere, aren't they?
That's an arse. I feel like that's less bad than anything else. There we go. That's pretty good.
Because these protesters are hoping
we
we
go.
can take it off soon so we can carry on with the match. Nonsense is going on here. Yes, we want our money. Yes, very good. Take them away.
Alison Brie having a great time there. There we go. There we go.
Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
I'm glad that this has gone on for a very long time. I understand that they filmed a lot.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in at this point. Really high level play here from two absolute...
Yeah, it's like Griff Ball or...
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it like a car bonnet.
These people filmed this
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of
and got paid. I think that's what gets me. They got paid.
And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it. And the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy. That is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump.
Good line. Okay, I take it back. That was actually pretty good.
Contestants in, please. The winner.
I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go the other way.
Sports Board Championship is everyone.
Okay, the ref has decreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the onside
Is this?
security to collect their medals. They're 6th and 7th respectively.
I get it. You filmed a lot. You filmed a lot.
Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all that's left to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
Oh, fuck.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone struck me.
Ooh!
Just struck me.
Good save. Good save.
Sound guy.
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
These two are banging.
Down.
Bozeman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance. The storm is playing havoc with the electrics, and you might notice the odd spark. Nothing to worry about. Happens all the time. Dave got shocked into a coma last year, but he was up and at 'em the next day. Anyway,
Day. He was up and at him the next day.
good luck. Bozeman out.
So sorry about all these buckets.
I have
We,
many questions here.
Seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several.
Who's this twat?
We're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple C.
We'll look into it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
I'm annoyed about all of this.
Is your seat damp?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
Right.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Ask your question, Megan.
Oh, okay. It's not
Don't let
usually
people
how it
on,
works,
then.
but,
What scares
That's
you?
garbage.
I mean, really scares you.
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
Much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera?
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, yes, it's camera 4 like that.
When I was 13, me mum came and got
Get away
me
from that.
from school. He had to go to the hospital.
Right, I understand. I get that you're allowed to use your personality and your personal history to, like,
And I went in to see him.
illustrate your shit.
Pale and pale.
There's fucking no way
And he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me,
that
Peter,
the right
he said,
would be this understanding. This is garbage.
I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home.
Ah,
He lived with us for 9
ah,
miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
That sounds.
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't.
I don't think you can do this, you know?
Crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as
I feel like if you're asking me
No
to...
family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The
This is
legal,
good. This is good. I understand that
medical,
nobody
and
comes on
emotional costs
fucking
are all catered for and
TV
paid for by the government.
go,
So
oh, you need to
even the
owe more money,
poorest
apart from
citizen
Rishi Sunak.
gets to pass on with dignity
But
when they choose.
That's good.
Choice.
That's a fucking brilliant thing.
This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
All right, well, okay. Hit.
Just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
Oh, yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new...
Are they talking about assisted suicide?
In what way?
Sorry. I've got a sap to get. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
That's very funny. Can we talk about
that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
What do you mean?
To spend their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine. And...
Are you fucking kidding me? So they're saying that, like... All right, let me look up the company that made this, because this is garbage.
Please watch your language.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're
Bye.
watching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
Ha 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 ha.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes.
Right.
That's all we have time for tonight.
Right.
Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final.
The right to die is something we should all aspire to. You don't want to fucking let yourself bleed away, fade away in a fucking bed for 4 or 5 years. You don't want that. You should be allowed to die whenever you want to. And if you bet wrong and you say, oh, actually, you know, like 2 days later, 2 days after I died, they found a cure. Well, fine. You weren't to know that. That's not your fault. Nobody can predict the future. You are allowed to die when you want. So fuck anybody who says you don't have that right.
We'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson.
These guys are cunts.
Have a peaceful night.
And they are not any consistent fucking political party.
I
suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
No.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned.
What? What? I'm out.